This afternoon, I'm speaking with Diane Henny from Switzerland. She works in different fields, including as well music. She's a singer as well. And but first, let's hear from her about her studies first.
Thank you for having me. Yes, so I actually initially started, I have several masters in psychology, a diploma also in art therapy, and a diploma in permaculture. So very diverse studies. And I'm starting new studies this year in sustainable management. So I think I'll never stop studying. Those are, well, I started off with that. I'm French and American, and I live in Switzerland. Yeah.
Yes. And tell me about art therapy. It is some kind of therapy using art.
Yes,
Uh,
correct.
uh,
So the idea is to help patients express themselves with a medium, which isn't words initially, to help them express what they have inside themselves. Sometimes words are a little bit difficult, especially in cases of trauma, for instance. And so if you start with art via singing or painting or drawing, then sometimes it's a little bit more easy. And for children also who don't always have all the words available.
and after your studies, of course, your studies were both theoretical and practical, correct?
Correct. I was a psychologist. I had a private practice. I was teaching in university. And then when I moved to Switzerland, I was living in Paris. And when I moved to Switzerland, I couldn't practice my work anymore and I had to reinvent myself.
Mm. Why you couldn't practice? You needed to change a career?
I had to change my career because the diploma equivalents weren't the same.
Yes,
It would be, I could have, but it would take a lot of time and a lot of money to do so.
yes.
So I decided to reevaluate myself and what was really important to me. And for me, two things are important: people helping the planet and art.
Very good. So you are in the right place right now. You know, before I ask you about COVID, tell me about your practice as a singer. Do you do it was a hobby or did you try to make it like a professional practice?
Actually, I started off, I was very lucky because my aunt, Jean Henny, was a professor at the Royal Academy of London in lyrical singing.
Yes,
And so when I was about 7, she detected I had 3 octaves
yes.
and told my parents I had to learn singing. So very early on, I started singing. Before I even really could speak, I would sing, express my emotions when I was about 3 or 4, which would make my parents smile. And then I went to the conservatory. In France, we have, it's a bit elitist, but they have these contests to get into the conservatoire in different arrondissements in Paris. I got into most of them, well, all of them actually. And, but I didn't like it at all. I had learned how to sing from age 7 to 18, lyrical singing, but the mentality, uh, the images the teachers would give us, or the competition, I just didn't think it was sane and good for art. The way students were fighting between each other, the way the teacher was telling us we had to imagine a gun on our head, it wasn't compatible with my way of thinking art, and so I stopped. And I was married, and at the time, my ex wasn't approving, didn't want me to sing.
Mm,
So for 10 years, I was silent.
yes.
And I divorced now, so now I sing.
Right now, do you practice in concert or do you try to produce like a music video or a single? What do you do?
My CD just came out.
Ah, congratulations.
Yes. So actually, about 2 years ago, when my divorce was starting, I went back to my first love, music, and every week I would do a karaoke on YouTube and record myself and send it on Facebook and ask my friends to tell me what song they wanted me to sing for them. And then eventually a friend told me, "Hey, I know a guy, he has a band and he's looking for a singer. And you're exactly his style. So jazz, swing, gypsy jazz." And and we hit it off, and now we're going to go on the Swiss radio. They've accepted us, and we have our CD coming out, just came out actually this week. So we're very excited. So I'm actually doing concerts professionally. We did last summer a huge concert, more than 1,000 people at 6 in the morning in Geneva. So that was impressive.
Uh,
6 in the morning to see me, like, ah!
in the
It,
region, huh?
it was impressive.
You
It was
need
fun.
you need to wake up like at 4 or 3 o'clock to catch the live shows. You know, I remember
Exactly.
live shows. When I used to be like a teenager, I used to like to hear the FM here in Egypt at 7 p.m. and the presenter all the time was very, very sleepy. If you listen part of the show, but you better catch the show at 8:30 after he has woke up a little bit.
Exactly. It was a challenge, but it was the adrenaline, of course, kicked in very fast. It was good, a good experience. But the here in Geneva, normally when there's no COVID, you have concerts in the summer every day at 6 a.m. to see the rising sun over the lake and the mountains, and it's just very beautiful. Yeah.
So right now, tell me, was Geneva and Switzerland affected by COVID? Like the rest of Europe. What was the situation since the beginning of this year?
Well, we've been pretty lucky in Geneva and pretty efficient. Um, in Switzerland in general, also, we have COVID, of course, like everybody else, but we had sufficient rooms in the hospitals, access to masks, and it's kind of stabilized now. And but we didn't have all the regulations like in France. We were pretty okay. We could be up till 5 people together. And so for my band, it was great because we're five, but more than five was prohibited. And now they're a bit more open, but we do have to wear masks in the public transportation, but that's it for the moment. Some shows are allowed, but there is social distances practices like staying 1 meter 52 meters apart from each other, things like that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then when you go to the restaurant or you go somewhere, often they ask you to write your name and your phone number just in case to
Yes.
trace you.
Very good. And right now, tell me, because here in your CV you have like you work in several foundations. Do you still attached to this foundation, or you will focus right now on your musical career?
Well, music doesn't pay, unfortunately, for the moment.
For the moment,
Well,
yeah.
it pays a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
actually, during the COVID, I was very lucky because I wrote to the government of the region here, and I said, look, we're five, so we could do music, and we offered our services for the old people's homes, and for the refugee camps that we have here in Geneva, and they accepted. So I had concerts all summer, so I was lucky. But sorry, your question was, I think I missed it.
No, no, no. I was asking about will you focus in the future on your musical career? Yeah.
So my musical career is, I mean, if I could, I would do at least 80% of my time just that. But I also created an NGO, and I'm very attached to the environment, and everybody should do his part or her part. And I think if I mean politics, war, um, are important. The COVID is important, but there's a bigger threat that's awaiting all of humanity, and it's linked to the environment and fighting climate change and decarbonizing cities. Because if we don't have a planet to live on, then all arts, love, people, all that is unimportant and insignificant. That there's no, I mean, it would be ridiculous to imagine anything. We need a healthy, sane environment.
Yes. So tell me about your CD. It is a single or has a very songs?
It has different songs. We've got 10 songs.
Ah,
A few of them are compositions, so I write the lyrics, and my guitarist, who's a bit the leader of the band, he writes the music most of the time, but we also do cover songs. So we have Coucou by Django Reinhardt, who was the creator of the gypsy jazz genre. We have After You've Gone, who's also a classic. Undecided by Mir Miss to Shine is a classic. But we've got, oh, let me count. I think we've got like four songs we composed on it.
and the
So
others are covers from classic songs.
classic jazz songs, yeah.
And did you write the songs, the lyrics?
Yep. Mm-hmm. For the compositions, I wrote all the lyrics.
Mhm.
Mostly in French, but I'm getting now we have new songs coming out, and we're doing them in English too.
Yes. And can you sing us a little bit one of the song? You know, the first part of.
Ah! One of the songs.
Mm.
Okay, let me see. um, one of the songs that I sing, or one of the
No,
songs
one of the songs you wrote, of course.
I don't know. Okay, one of the song, yeah, I wanted to know if it was a cover or not. Okay.
Mm.
Ensorceleuse, vagabonde, coquine mutine, elle nous fascine. La belle d'été vous brisera le cœur, mais quel bonheur de l'effleurer. There you go.
Alors, very good. I see you have a very beautiful song. It reminds me of Edith Piaf.
That's very nice.
Uh,
She's the queen.
do you think did you try to shoot any of the music videos because you know it's a very important part to promote music, you know, for YouTube especially because the age of MTV has ended.
Well, actually, we have a YouTube channel
Yes.
that I've been discovering all this past few months thanks to the COVID.
Okay.
And so we've done a few songs, just cover songs, but also our own new compositions that are not even on the CD.
Yes.
But we've put them down. All of my songs are protected.
Excellent.
But we have on our YouTube channel several videos, and there's one video actually, Tel qu'il est,
Mhm.
which is a song of the 1920s, which is quite funny, that I've done with a transvestite that's a local star here in Geneva,
Yes.
and it's the quality of the video is not bad. So we've got several other videos, but more homemade that we've done with a very good camera, and the sound has also been worked on and stuff. But and all this thanks to the COVID, because I had more time.
Yes, right now I've been seeing, you know, during the COVID, many singers try to do like concerts at their home on Facebook and YouTube. So it's a good alternative, you know, and also the digital downloads websites like Spotify, you know, and similar websites, you know, it's right now it's a new way of promoting music and new bands. But I will be very happy to share your YouTube channel for people to discover it when we publish the interview. And Diane, I wish you the best of luck in the upcoming weeks, you know, and best wishes in your musical career and your other work. And thank you very much for this interview.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Bye.